When it actually worked, the pop panel was an opportunity for the week's guests to air their expert opinion about the new releases. And it really helped if they knew something about pop music.
For me, it was a bit noisy, and I'm more interested in the words.
Come on then, Delia, what were the
Hey,
words?
diddle, dum, diddle. Otherwise, it was thump, thump, thump. I accept very professional, but nothing like heartache.
And I like the colour effects, rather like the Financial Times, isn't it?
Well, I actually think there should be a law against things like that. I think it's absolutely horrible.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it, and it was continuing to evolve.
There is a lifespan to a programme. I mean, it may be that the presenters are moving on to something else. It may be that, that the format needs a little bit of a shake-up. But it sort of becomes clear to everyone, the audience included, that a programme has run its course.
I'd like to say thank you to everybody who's written in to Superstore, everybody who's phoned the programme, because you really kept it going over the last 5 years. And I'm going to stop saying thank you now, so I'm going to burst into tears.
For the third incarnation of the show, it must have been tempting to stick with the swapping, selling theme of the first two. Saturday's Stock Exchange, maybe? But no. The swaps and the shops were abandoned forever. It was time to get on with the show. Sarah Green was already on board, and plucked from Children's BBC's prestigious broom cupboard was Philip Schofield.
Morning!
Oh, this is still wet.
Oh, they said they were going to get it all finished. I hope the rest of it's finished.
Look,
Let's have a look.
Oh, it's dark.
Studio 7, Television Centre. Here
Hi.
we are, going live.
It worried me a great deal, having to go from one thing to another, and it being clear enough in people's minds that we were starting off something new, but that there was enough familiarity to bring people along with us. And I think the thing that helped me turn the corner was my relationship with Phil. It was just an instant chemistry.
And one of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. I wanted to present Saturday morning television right from the very first ever day Swap Shop came on the air. And I remember thinking, this is all I want to do. This is the only thing I want to do. And it was extraordinary to end up doing it. I don't think I ever lost the feeling of, I can't quite believe I'm doing this.
Hello to Alan Davidson, our friend, who just got out of jail today for some terrible crimes. Crimes involving fingers. You don't want to know about them.
There have been people over the years who walked into the studio, could see what it was that we were doing and thought, right, I'm definitely in on this. Trev, this is Trev.
Oh, I am so pleased to meet you.
Oh, yes, I'm sure you are.
I'm a huge fan of yours.
Really?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't listen to pop music. Who is she?
Now, for the first time, professional comedians were added to the show. Auditions were held, and Trev Neal and Simon Hickson, two regulars on the London comedy circuit, plucked up their courage and showed a tape of their act to the programme's editor.
Chris, he didn't really laugh, and he just said, well, there's about one joke that's suitable there for our audience. And that was a joke we did called the egg and spoon race. And we'd hold up a spoon, we'd hold up an egg, and we'd put it on the ground, and we'd go, come on, come on, come on!
Trevor and Simon had that remarkable ability to wipe me out every single time. I think they are amongst the finest there, and when they are on top form, they are just flying.
You start off and we'll join in.
Are you still into pence?
Oh, yes, we want to swing them like mad.
Frog went a-courting, he did ride a-hum, a-hum. Frog went a-courting, he did ride a-hum, a-hum. You are on one side.
I am on the other.
Are we divided?
Oh, yes, I think we are divided. We better swap places.
Okay, then.
Here we go, then.
Philip and Sarah were, as far as we were concerned, established BBC presenters.
They were like our mums and dads.
They're sick. They really are sick.
And that was the kind of relationship we set up, really. That we were the kind of naughty boys.
Cheer us all up, please. Do your business on the piano.
Oh, no, I won't, but I'll play a tune if you like.
Oh. Goodbye, everybody.
You can put an awful lot of attention into these programmes. You can worry about the style and the content of the features, the running order, those very expensive opening titles, the look of the set, the music, the star guests. And whatever you do, you can be absolutely certain that despite your very best efforts, you will always be upstaged by a squeaky sock in a leather jacket.
Which was basically, that's it in a nutshell. I mean, that's how it worked. I think that's certainly how it worked.
People used to actually address Gordon as much as they'd address us because of the strength of the character.
Gordon the gopher, I'm yearning to smooch you. Gordon the gopher, can I have a small hand in your future? Gordon the gopher.
Get off! Get off me! He's got my finger! Get off me!
Let go, Gordon. Let go, Gordon, let go. Yeah, all right, Gordon.
I love your beetle disguise. I love the beard. I wouldn't have recognised you.
Go. Oh!
Oh!
Yes, all right. All right, Gordon.
I hope you can get it on. We will, don't worry. We'll work very hard on that. Yeah. Sexy.
That I go
When you're going to have a poignant moment, it's going to have all the more weight attached to it because it comes within all that laughter.
Open up your mind, let your fantasies unwind in this darkness which you know you cannot find. The darkness of the music of
I think there's been too many favourite moments to tell you about now. But I suppose the Helen and Damien, the Down syndrome dancers who came out of the talent competition that we held, to see them performing in the studio was so gratifying and so wonderful.
You can't follow that, you can't say anything. I mean, it was worth every mile of the way to come to see that again.
You will see people doing stuff they would not do elsewhere. And you will also get guests coming on because they trust the programme, because they've had a good time before, or because it's the right forum for what they want to get across. And there I'm thinking about Terry Waite.
I don't think that I hated them, and it seems to me the difference between anger and hate. Anger, we all get angry, but to hate people seems to me to be as though you want them to be destroyed in some way.
And he was very much still recovering. You can see that in his manner, in his bearing. But he felt comfortable enough to come and talk about his experiences.
I can understand why they did what they did, although I don't agree with it, because hostage-taking and terrorism often comes in situations where people are very frustrated and fed up.
The audience's involvement in the programme is crucial. Without them, there is no programme. They contribute in so many ways.
Who's on 5? Live Line was great. Live Line was fun. To be able to call out to your audiences was stunning, although, you know, it so often didn't work.
Hold on a second. You can only fill for so long, can't you, really?
Did you get a dialing tone?
Things always seem torturously long when you're waiting, don't they?
British Telecom are looking into it for us. Surely not. Surely we're not that important. Surely we don't have people rushing around in vans and things.
We'd worked for ages in trying to get someone into someone's house as a surprise. And the pop stars always of the day were of course guaranteed to get the best reaction.
Who's your favourite pop group?
Take that.
Who?
Take that.
Who are they?
Pop group.
Are they? Are they any good?
Brilliant.
Are they?
Yeah.
All right. Right, get your muscles flexed. Here we go. Do you want to open that door for me?
Hey! Right, let's go some breakfast. We've got some breakfast.
All right.
Cornflakes and that. All right. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Oh, she's crying.
I mean, I say best reactions. Great faces, very few words.
Don't cry. So take us in. All right. Yeah, there's some tissue.
We've got nice eggs in that. We've got the best ones.
Obviously, a big surprise.
I hope that we do provide a balance within the programme so that you can hook those viewers who may not necessarily want to see an item about anorexia, but who will be encouraged to see it because they've been captivated by the lighter, less demanding material.
I don't want to tell my mum how I feel, and my dad isn't really that close. I'm scared in case my friends find out. Please help.
OK, well...
Our agony uncle that we had, Philip Hodson, had to address some very tricky problems. Some came in on the phone, but mostly by letter.
Your stepdad is lying to you for 2 reasons. First reason is if you tell, he might be stopped. The second reason is if you tell, he might go to prison. Those are the real reasons why he's telling you not to say anything to anyone.
We were at a friend's house having tea, and they came in with guns, and they took the men away and said that they would be back in the morning. But they went back in the morning, and we heard that they'd been taken to Baghdad. They took my dad away.
When he was just 12, Sir Hugh Casson, no less, proclaimed Stephen a genius, saying that he was the greatest child artist in Britain that he'd ever seen. What makes this even more incredible is that Stephen is autistic.
Am I allowed to look now?
Yeah.
Because I've kept away whilst you've been doing this, so that... That is quite
You like it?
staggering. I think it's absolutely brilliant.
Just don't let your disability get you down, because there's a lot of things that disabled people can do now. And I live a busy, happy, full life.